Yeah, so Netflix ended up triggering as well. I'm gonna actually pull it up on this other monitor. Meta looks like it wants 738. Coin is actually picking up right here. Let me put Netflix right here. Market opens in about 30 seconds. So we'll do this. We'll keep Apple up. We'll remove. Now Coca-Cola actually doesn't look bad today. Didn't really give a crazy move yesterday, but it did kind of. It was okay move. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put IWM over here on the 2 hour, and I'm gonna do IWM right here on the 4 hour. All right, y'all. So the market is open. All right. Let's go ahead and turn off this Lux Algo on this particular chart. All right, and let's kind of just see what the market wants to do. So you have QQQ kind of showing you a little bit of a sell-off here. We'll just kind of wait and see what the market wants to do here, though. All right, so IWM pushing back higher here. 246.30 is right at this order block, so we're just being patient right now. Now on IWM, you do have a 212 reversal, so you can take this setup right here if you want to. If you want to take calls right at this 212, you can go ahead and take it. Your target would be previous month highs. Now you do have QQQ selling off. It might trigger this 3-2 down on the 4 hour. So I'm going to actually look at taking QQQ here. So you're seeing a sell off in the market. I actually like SPX as well. I'm gonna be patient right here. IWM is paying really well, that 212. Okay, so I'm gonna actually look at SPX. Or do I want to do QQQ? I'm gonna wait. Just be patient and see which one has the most relative strength today. It's kind of early. Look at IWM go. Oh my goodness. Off the 1 hour again. Target is 247.21 on IWM, y'all. If you took that entry, the target is 247.21. Let's do this. Okay. Kind of holding this level here. Okay, so Netflix is back under our trigger price at 11.42. So just watch price under this level here. Like I said, we could see 11.26, 11.14, and even 1100 hold. Okay, so now you have SPX breaking back under this 67.30 level. I would want to wait until you get a clear of 67.24 before looking for an entry on this for the downside. So just as of right now, be patient. IWM is doing pretty nice. So yeah, we're chilling right now. We're just vibing. Just vibing. IWM is paying that bag. Oh my God, bro. So you just gotta trust what the market is showing you. QQQ just triggered this on the 4 hour. All right, so I'm gonna look at QQQ shorts here. Let's go here. QQQ. Damn, I clicked the wrong ticker. All right. Cool. Now QQQ just triggered a 3 bar on the 1 hour as well. So I'm going to size for 0 when I do take this entry, just because the downside has been kind of taking these. So QQQ just triggered. I'm going to drop down to the 5 minute. Right now, it's a little bit harder to time this entry here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to see if this candle closes under here. If it reverses, then this is a fake out. If it continues lower and it breaks lower, right, then you can just look to take the entry. Now, some of you could have just taken the entry right out the gate if you wanted to, since it is paying pretty nicely. SPX is selling off here as well. So I'm just going to be patient. My computer's kind of lagging. It's kind of crazy. You got Nvidia selling off. Meta is selling off. Netflix is back above 1142. IWM is pushing back down lower. Okay. I'm gonna wait for this candle. Again, there's no rush to be in a. There's no reason to be in a rush when you're trading, guys. Like, just wait for the setup to come. Even though, yeah, you could have got in back here, right? Cool. You want to wait for confirmation. You want to wait for confirmation. Okay, so we got a candle closure under here. Let's see if we can get a retest of this level here. And then if not, I'll just take the entry. Okay. So I'm gonna size for 0 of taking this trade. All right, I haven't entered just yet. Actually see something first. I still haven't entered just yet, y'all. Have not entered yet. SPX. Let's see if we can get back under 67.24 before I enter this. So you guys see how price is kind of hesitating here. Yep, and then the candle flips. See, this is why you have to just be patient sometimes. Now, if this gets a retest here and we go back lower, then I'll likely take that entry for shorts if we can get a retest. Yo, what's going on, Mimi? I have not entered anything yet, guys. I'm still sitting cash right now. And for those of you guys who are in the Zoom, if you hear me talking, it's because I'm streaming right now as well. So just keep that in mind. Okay, you got SPX. I think SPX has the most relative strength. Got an QQQ 610 plus. Let's go, bro. All right, so we're breaking back lower here. Market's kind of hesitating here. I'm not really trusting the sell side right at this moment. I'm honestly just not in a rush to take a trade right out the open. You got Nvidia recovering back, recovering off this 180 level. Netflix still hasn't given you guys a crazy move or anything like that just yet. So just be patient with Netflix. It looks like the dip is getting bought up on it. And then now we're seeing the market kind of push back higher. So this is again why I say like drop down to the lower time frames and wait for the entry. And then like sometimes, you know, you'll notice like price is hesitating. So although this is a strong body close here, right? You know, sometimes if you don't get that follow through like you're looking for, you could be sitting and getting chopped up. And especially if you have a stop loss on this, you know what I mean, you could be getting ate up. So you have this recovery here. SPX is just kind of defending this level. I would love to see more downside on the on SPX just in a sense of volume, but right now it's kind of just holding. So I'm not liking how this looks right out the gate. So what I'm going to alternate to is waiting until the 30-minute mark. So now what I'll do is, you know, this was an entry I wanted to take. However, you drop down to the lower time frame and you waited, right? When you waited, you notice that the candles start to hesitate, right? Or, you know, the downside start to hesitate, which means it could possibly just be a fake out. So now what I'm doing is I'm just saying, okay, if I can't, like, you only want to take the highest probability trades. So you remember when I told y'all you have to be self-aware enough in the moment? You remember I talked about that in yesterday's class. You got to be so in the moment to the point where you're acknowledging how you feel in the moment, and when you feel like you're rushing, or when you're feeling like you're not taking the best quality trade possible. And you know, once I like, soon as I felt that little bit of an emotion, right, it is what it is. I just don't take the trade yet. I want to take something that I'm like extremely confident in, I'm not hesitant in, and I know for a fact it goes with the plan. This in particular, yes, it triggered to the downside, right? But there's no follow through. Happy as hell, I just found your page. I didn't know you day traded. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. All right, so IWM is coming back through opening print. There's a lot of selling pressure here on IWM. I do think it has the most relative strength. It's still not ready for an entry. If you took those calls right now, you know, just make sure you size properly for those. But we're coming back through opening print. The dip on QQQ and SPX just got bought back up, so that might just be the liquidity that we need to get back through 612 on QQQ, and maybe even retest 6750 on SPX. So the buy side is looking a lot more clear. So we'll see. So IWM is back at the opening print. I'm gonna actually just pull this up over here real quick, because I actually don't trade SPY often. So IWM has a 3-bar now, okay? IWM giving you a 3-bar. You have a failed 2 up on the 1 hour on IWM as well. Looks like it wants to go to the downside. So it just faked out all those buyers, right? So we opened, broke way higher, and now we're flipping back to the opposite end, right? So IWM shorts looks pretty good, but again, wait for confirmation, right? Just wait for confirmation. There's no reason to be in a rush when you guys are trading. So it looks like we might trigger this downside move here. This is going to trigger a 3-2 down on the day. Or actually, I think this is going to trigger, yeah, 3-2 down on the day. Netflix is getting bought up here as well. Back over 1142. Okay. So it looks like IWM wants the downside. We're going to be patient right here. 100% on IWM 243 puts. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, notice how QQQ got bought all the way back up. So at open, you have to be very careful. I think I'm going to just wait till 10 a.m. though. I'm going to personally just wait until 10 a.m. hits. Did you do clothing at one point? Yeah. 3 lives ago. I'm not gonna lie, it's freezing. Yo, Chanel, thank you for sharing the live. What's up, Mimi? How's it going? This is so helpful. Thank you, Tess. No problem. No problem. Just showing up. Coinbase pulling back drastically to 324. Kind of crazy. All right, so we got IWM coming near our target. Let's see here. Let's see what it wants to do. IWM on the 2 hour looks godly. It looks godly. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. IWM on the 4 hour looks pretty clean as well. Yo, thank you guys so much for all the gifteds and the follows. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. We live trading right now with my community, so. So still hasn't triggered yet. There's no reason to jump into IWM just yet. Wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation on this, because this could also be a fake out to the downside. Then you would be getting smacked. Both sides are getting smacked right now, you know, unless they've caught the upside and caught it back down. You got Nvidia breaking out higher back into 182. Netflix still sitting at 1142. So there's no reason to be in anything right now at this particular moment, unless you took, you know, the calls above this order block on IWM. And then, so I'm gonna wait for this body closure of this QQQ and on SPX. I'm gonna see how these candles close first. All right, so IWM is going back to opening print, so be careful with IWM. There's a lot of indecision there, so just be careful with it. Yeah, IWM getting bought back up, exactly. That's why I didn't take that entry. Again, 5 minute. So anytime you're taking a trade, you go down to the 5 minute and you wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation. Notice how I did that today with QQQ. When I'm getting to my trade, you shouldn't feel like you're being rushed to take the trade because you're gonna miss something, right? 9 times out of 10, you're not missing anything, especially if it's the trade that follows your plan. You're not gonna miss anything. Getting the confirmation will allow you to sit in the trade longer. The reason a lot of y'all are getting faked out of trades, or the reason you're not sitting in your trades long enough, is because your anticipation going into the trade, you already weren't confident in it, and then you rushed into it as well. So now you're feeling rushed to get out of it because you knew you shouldn't have taken it. When in reality, if you just waited and just been patient, you can catch a lot of these, these fake outs if you're just being patient. Nvidia breaking higher. Look at Netflix, y'all. Again, this is why you have your levels marked off. Netflix pulled back to about 11:30, bottomed out, broke back through opening print, and now is going higher. So now Netflix just triggered a 3-bar. So if you're looking at taking Netflix, you can go really far out of the money on Netflix calls. And let me see here. You want to wait until you get a break of 1165 before entering. A break of 1165 before entering. This is options trading, yeah. Day trading options, technically, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, cool. 166 people on the check-in on live. Love to see it. Love to see it. Shout out to everybody in here. Actually, do not need this on right now. Right now I'm looking at the 30 minute and the 1 hour on these. I have a few other tickers on my other monitors as well that you guys can't see. My community can see it because I'm on Zoom right now. But for those of you guys who are here on TikTok or YouTube or whatever platform you're coming from, you won't be able to see it. Interesting day so far, though. So much indecision. Yeah, when you see stuff like this, it's good to just sit back and let price do what it wants to do. See how the candle closes. So it's only 9:48 right now. The market's only been open 18 minutes. So you got to think about how many people have just been taking trade after trade right at open, and they're just getting torched left and right. Yesterday's class was much needed. I'm in flow state right now. I love it. Yeah, like I told y'all, you don't need more, and this goes for everyone else too. Who are in here on this live. A lot of times you don't need more information or more strategies. Sometimes you just need less. And I used this analogy yesterday where a sculptor doesn't add more to the canvas when they're sculpting something. They remove more. So a lot of times we're looking to add, when in reality you should just be looking to remove things. and it's just, you know, especially sad I missed the class. All good, all good. It wasn't really like a class that was worth for, I mean, I guess it was a good class, but it wasn't worth for recording, honestly. Okay, so you got Meta closing back near 736. If Meta can get through 736, we can fill the gap at 738 and then maybe even retest 747 today. So Meta has a lot of relative strength. You have Nvidia breaking back again above 182. Look for 184 next. And Netflix is kind of just holding tight. So the call side never triggered, so you did not enter the trade. Yeah, nothing much going on at this particular moment. So SPS is making its way back lower. QQQ is back at opening print. We need to see QQQ get back through 611 and SPX back through 6740. Other than that, right now, there's no reason to jump into calls at this particular moment. Just wait for confirmation, because remember, you gotta wait for the candle to close. Wait for the candle to close. All right, so Meta is making its way to 738. It's about to fill this gap there. Okay, so now you have QQQ flipped into a failed 2 down. This is a crazy rejection here. Likely that was the liquidity needed to go higher. I mean, it's possible we break all-time highs today, honestly. I'm not going to be in a rush to take the entry. But it looks like QQQ will flip into a 3-bar here. Should flip any second now. All right, so QQQ is now a 3-bar, not only on the 1 hour, but on the 30-minute as well. So me, I'm going to wait until this candle prints before I take an entry. Is this options? Yeah, this is options. Yo, I see you trading, my brother. Yo, appreciate you. Appreciate you, appreciate you. All right, so Nvidia is back through 183. Meta is just about at the gap fill. Coinbase is recovering here. Coinbase actually doesn't look bad, but there's no entry as of right now to take from there. Yeah, we're just bobbing right now. We just sit in cash. Bro, I really want to learn how to trade, but I just don't understand. So if you guys are in here, and this doesn't include people who are in my Zoom call, so obviously this is only to the streamer. So I mean, for the people who are here in here from the stream, so for the rest of you, just let it go throughout one ear. You got Meta breaking back through 738. If we get through 740, we can see 750 by this week. For those of you guys who are looking for that trade, if you guys are looking to learn more about the strat and how I trade, how I find entries, how we grow accounts. If you guys are looking for that type of information and you want to come to a live trading workshop, it's going to be this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want to reserve a free seat, it's a private 500 person Zoom call where I teach everything to you. You can click this button right here. It's like a yellow button. You can go ahead and click that and reserve a free seat. Did you post yesterday's live in the WAP? No. Remember, guys, I only record the classes that are the most important. That way you're not just overloaded with information. For the rest of you who are complete beginners, if you don't have cash flow or a business that's generating money, I don't recommend trading, right? If you're a complete beginner and you're kind of short on capital, go look at the free course that's in my bio. It's about 7 hours long. It'll teach you all the basics. Nvidia has Catalyst. What did they have today? I forgot. Yeah, Nvidia's out of there. What Catalyst did they have, Eddie? Oh, they partner with OpenAI? Or is there something else that I missed? Hold on, let me see. I didn't get an article. Or, was it earlier today? I don't think I seen it. Click the lightning bolt on TradingView. Hold on, let me see. Nvidia partnered with OpenAI, investing up to 100 billion. OpenAI will buy millions of Nvidia specialized. Oh wow, that's insane. Yeah, Nvidia is carrying the entire market. Crazy how much impact tech companies have on the market as a whole. When you really look at it, if you guys go look at the fundamentals and the financials of pretty much every other sector, not every other sector, I would say like consumer discretionary, like consumer staples, like those type sectors getting smoked. They are getting smoked, boy. So Coinbase is looking like it's finding a base here at about 324. I think that's where it wants to bottom out at. Right now it's still a 3 bar on a 30-minute. So if I switch over to a 4-hour, you also have a 3 bar on the 4-hour. I don't trust this just yet, so don't take anything here. Looks like the candles are growing on the higher time frames as well, so it could be further downside. Could even see 300. I know Bitcoin is back under 110, so you need to wait and see if you get it clear above 110. Hey Tez, what's going on? What's up? Yeah, Nvidia is just a great company. Yo, if you guys could get us to 15K likes if possible. Get us to 15K likes if possible. Tesla has earnings tomorrow, right? Or is it Friday? I think it's tomorrow. Or is it today? Am I tripping? Let me actually pull. Yeah, tomorrow. Okay. Okay. This is TradingView, but I enter my trades off Webull on my cell phone. I enter off of Webull on my cell phone. Yeah, so the market's not really doing much at this particular moment. Best thing to do is just continue sitting cash, wait for something that follows your plan. Today was a great day and a great reminder of why I tend to wait until 10 a.m. before I take any trades. And I had somebody reach out to me and they were like, bro, don't you feel like, trading between 10 to 12 and 3 to 4 is just small intervals? And to me, it's not, right? Because that's just when I'm getting into the trade. I want to get in at high probability time frames, right? Like I want to not time frames, but high probability days and volume, or times of the day. A lot of times people are just so eager to get into a trade where it's like not every day presents opportunities for you to take the trade itself. Sometimes you just got to identify that. There's a lot of days where we notice chop, right? Like right now, this is choppiness in the first 30 minutes. But that's what the market does. You'd rather feel this way right now where you're just being patient, kind of like how somebody said they're in a flow state. Like you're in a flow state in a sense where like you're not rushing anything. You're just sitting back and chilling. What were you talking about, the live class? So Sunday, at 7 p.m. Eastern, there's going to be a live trading workshop where I'll break down the strat, risk management, growing an account, compounding. I'll break down multiple things, and I'll be showing you guys my entries and exits for my trades. And then you also get a bunch of free videos if you join the free group that comes with the live trading workshop. If you want to reserve a seat, just click this button right here. If you're here on TikTok, you can reserve a free seat. I'm only accepting 500 people. This is only for people who actually have a 9-to-5, who have a business that's generating money, or have more than $2,500 to your name. If you are qualified, click that button. If you don't, do not click that button. Okay, so we're at 10 a.m. now. So let's see if the market wants to choose a direction, because all of these don't really look the best at this particular moment. It doesn't work for me. Just click the link in my bio then if it's not working. Where's your Discord link? I reserved my seat. So my paid Discord is currently closed. We are full. Sorry. However, the free group is always available in my bio. All right, so you got Nvidia. Looks like it wants to go and break higher. It's leading the rest of the market with it. You got QQQ looking like we might see more buy side. Damn, all I have is 2,500. Yeah, just watch the free course then, bro. Watch the free course then and start paper trading. All right, let's see what the market does here. I think we chop up a little bit more. Korea aims to finalize trade deal with US during APEC. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. What is paper trade? Paper trade is basically when you're trading with fake money and not real capital. Helps you get your feet wet for the most part. All right, so you got QQQ and SPX marching back higher. Right now we're just chilling. All right, so Meta is back at 740. Clean move off of 728. Meta could see 750 this week. Could see 750 this week. It has the most relative strength right now, pretty much out of everything. Q's moving so slow. Yeah, this is that environment where you get cooked if you're not waiting for the entries that align best with your plan. Oh shit, my bad, YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Yo, appreciate all the subs. Thank you guys so much. My bad, y'all. I be forgetting that y'all are even on here. That is totally my bad. Let me go ahead and pull this up. How do you specifically trade with these time frames, the hourly time frame? So a lot of my entries come from higher time frames, like the daily, the 4 hour, or the week. When they say puts, I'm lost. We're betting on the stock to go down. IWM might be choosing a direction. Yeah, it looks possible that we could see a downside move here. Rest of the market's kind of selling off here as well. I would love to take IWM and fill this gap to the downside. That would be ideal, especially around this time. So it's not quite ready just yet. The reason I like IWM the most as well is because notice how you have this 3-1 setup, but on the 1 hour you're triggering a 1-3-2. That is a very explosive setup, the 1-3. So it's consolidation followed by volatility followed by choosing a direction. And a lot of times you'll get really clean moves. So this is why, like, this was one of my favorites for the day. Now, if it doesn't give that move today, or it's not a clear move, it is what it is, right? I'm not in a rush to take a trade, or I'm not in a rush to be right or prove anything. Netflix back lower here, retested 1126. Like I said, could see 1100 today. Okay, so IWM looks like it's about to trigger here. So I'm gonna drop down to a lower time frame, and I'm gonna see if it wants to trigger. I'm gonna load up the account. And we're gonna see. So I'm gonna look at what contracts I want. So 245s don't look bad. You can also go 244s. Let's see if this ends up triggering though. Rest of the market's kind of at a standstill. So just be careful taking this entry, especially with the volume kind of lessening up a little bit. All right, so Meta is selling back off. Rejected 740. QQQ looks like it's selling off. SPX kind of rejecting these levels as well. All right, so IWM is about to trigger right here. I'm just gonna wait until it triggers all the way because it still hasn't. So let's see if we break the lows of the day. Or not the lows of the day, but well, actually, yeah, the lows of today. It's kind of just hesitating right here. Crazy reverse trying to happen. Yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh, bro. Boy, oh boy. Hey, this ain't looking too good, y'all. This is not looking too good. This is what we call a lot of BS going on right here, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. The importance of key levels. Yes, you have to have your levels marked off, y'all. Please. Please, please, please. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, this bounces off the previous day lows. Yes, this still has not been able to break through. Honestly, I don't even know if I trust it when it does break through. Luckily, nothing triggered for me yet. Yeah, right now is not the time to just be jumping into stuff, you know? Every live trade is always choppy. It do be choppy. All right, so you got IWM triggering here. So you're starting to see a little bit more volume coming in. So fuck it. We're going to size for 0 with this. It either works or it doesn't. I'm going to wait before I enter. Wait for a 5-minute confirmation. Still not in it yet. Just kind of waiting. This is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, this price action does not look good. This does not look good. Just waiting though. So I still haven't had the confirmation. Now that push right there, I could have taken this just now. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so I'm gonna size for 0 on these. And then, actually, I'm gonna wait until this candle closes and see how this candle closes here. I'm just not trusting the downside right now. So I haven't taken this entry yet. You guys can if you want to. Obviously, it's already triggered. And if I miss this trade, it is what it is. I don't like the price action right at this moment. So remember, your first target is 245.17. You have previous year highs at 245, so that's going to be another strong level. I'm gonna actually skip out on this trade. I don't like this price action. Again, you guys can feel free to take it. I'm just not a fan of the price action right now, but it is paying right now. It's paying really nice. Target number 2 is gonna be 244. Target number so look, you got first target hit at gap fill. Target 2 is 245, and then target 3 is 244. Right now, I'm still cash though. I'm not a fan of the price action for the whole week at this point, especially SPX with the sideways crap. Yeah, SPX has really been choppy, especially yesterday. Yo, thank you guys so much for sharing the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like price action like this isn't something that I want to be stuck in, right? Because notice, like when you're taking an entry, you want to see complete follow through, right? Now, granted, the market does what it wants to do. It's going to move how it wants to move, but especially with the way that we trade, since we're momentum traders and we trade high volume, when it's not there, it is a recipe for disaster for the most part. Price action doing the Harlem Shake. Like, look at this. It filled the gap to the cent, right? Fills the gap and then immediately starts bouncing. Like, yeah, not looking too good right now. Especially you got SPX stuck inside of the 30-minute price action, QQQ stuck on a 30-minute price action. It's just, there's nothing really here at this point. You got 2 QQQ. I'm not in anything right now. I'm cash right now. The price action is just not it right now. It wasn't it yesterday either. Where's my phone tweaking? Oh yeah, this is 2 QQQs. I see what you're saying. This is the 30-minute and the 1 hour. They're 2 different time frames. Although we're not in the trade, this is very educational. I'm glad you guys liking it. Like I said, when I live trade, it helps me perform better because I can speak out loud. It's harder to keep all these things stuffed in my brain, especially with all the different thoughts I be having. Yo, Zarmany, hopefully I did not just butcher your name. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, I have a ton of free information out there. If you guys want to watch it, you can feel free. Just click the link in my bio. Like I said, my paid group is currently closed. We're not accepting anyone else, but I appreciate all of you who are asking and wondering how to get in. I appreciate that. But right now, just enjoy some free game. All right, so QQQ is looking like we might end up selling off. Like I said, I'm just not in a rush to take anything in this current price action. If it wants to go lower, it can go lower. Now, if it gets to about 12 and there's nothing, I won't trade today. But who knows? We might get some price action, some clear moves soon here. We'll see. When's your next workshop? The next workshop is this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can reserve a seat by clicking here. So as long as you have a consistent paying job and or a business that is cash flowing, or you have more than $2,500 to your name, so you're making money, right? This is for people who are already making money and might already be trading as well. But you can reserve a free seat right here. It's a private Zoom call on Sunday with about 500 other people as well. I don't trade futures, currently at least. So we're starting to see some volume coming into the downside. You got SPX back under this 6730 level. I'm not quite convinced that the sell side is the move just yet. The market is just really just playing around right now. Look at IWM, full recovery from our entry. Disgusting. This is disgusting. For people who are in here right now, are you guys cash right now, or are you guys in a trade? Cash. Okay, good. Absolutely, Tez. May victory continue to follow you in all things. Thank you. I appreciate that. Took an entry on IWM, but closed it at 15%. Gotcha. Hey, green is green. QQQ, you were talking before that. You were going to test the 5-minute orb. QQQ, you were talking about before that. You were. The 5-minute orb is only for earnings. Sitting cash right now. Just watching to relearn. Yeah. Right now is not the time to be trying to trade this. Look at this recovery, bro. Like I said, I'm just not bought on the sell side at this particular moment, especially this early in the day. IWM did the same thing yesterday, bounced back from the gap fill, and I got cooked. Today I'm doing better with you, Tez. Appreciate you learning, man. Yeah, liquidity grab. Yeah, bro. It's just snatching liquidity left and right. So remember, right? You know, liquidity means orders, right? And when people are placing these orders around these previous day lows, a lot of hedge funds, investors, banks, Wall Street, they're watching these levels, right? And what tends to happen is they'll push lower and bait people into jumping into shorts, and then it'll swing back in the opposite direction, and all those people get stopped out of their trade. And that's how they build the liquidity. They make profits and then go to the direction that they want to go in, which is why you're seeing price back at opening print again. I just got in Tesla puts. It triggered 2 entry points and held, so I sides for 0 on it. Let's go, Jeremiah. I actually don't even have Tesla pulled up on any of my monitors right now. I need to. Yeah, we back even now. All good. Ain't no rush to make some money. The market is always gonna be here, y'all. The market is here every day. All you gotta do is position yourself properly. Let me turn my camera back on 1 second. Caught Meta from 735 to 740 quick gains. Let's go. Let's go. Boy, oh boy. I feel like we might get real movements later. I just joined the live. Can you give me updated on the analytics and your position on these trades? I'm not in anything right now. I'm just watching. I'm not like in the price action today. So not every day is a day to take a trade. And that's why hopefully, like, how many of you have been in here in this live for at least like 20 minutes? Not to anyone on the Zoom call, but for the people who are on the stream. How many of you have been in here for at least like the last 20 minutes? Just comment me if you have. Let's call it 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Me. So, you know, one thing I hope that you're learning from this is just patience. I would say about a good 15 to 20 or 10 to 15. Good. Yeah. Like the one thing I want you to learn is like, it just takes patience, you know? That's the most important thing. Like this is what, you know, trading looks glorified and it looks amazing at times, but a lot of it is just this right here. Like controlling your emotions. Like a lot of y'all don't see it because I'm streaming and I have my class in here, my community, but like there's always emotions going on. But sometimes you just need a hard reset. And like last night's class that I taught inside my Discord was the reset that I personally needed. Like sometimes me speaking to them helped to remind me a lot of the same things that I already know. And today my focus was just coming in and like, hey, let me look at my plan. You know, I read my plan this morning. I read this one. And then I read my daily trading code of ethics, right? All these can be found in my Discord. And, you know, I said, hey, look, today I'm just going to follow through. And what did I do? I showed up and I followed through. And I dodged probably 3 L's today. literally. You also write cover calls. I don't at the moment. It's a really smart option to do. It's a smart way of trading if you have capital to work with. I do have capital to work with, but for me, I really just buy Bitcoin. I thought I already followed you. Well, look, now's the perfect time to follow me then. Appreciate you for the badges. Thank you. Most traded pair. I trade options, but a lot of times I'll trade like SPX, QQQ, and IWM. Those are my go-tos right there. All right, y'all. So we got IWM back under previous day lows. Retest IWM. I don't know. It's just still not clear price action even on the on QQQ and SPX. So like when you have price stuck in the first 30 minutes price action here, right? Like when you have it stuck in this box. So if I were to just mark this out like this, when it's stuck like this, a lot of the rest of the market will chop up too. And this is why you got to kind of just be really careful with just trying to take premature entries, because this hasn't given you a setup yet, right? And you gotta, like, especially to anyone new in TSA as well, you know, one of the things that you gotta always remind yourself is, like, if the trade does not trigger, you should not be entering the trade based off your intuition that it's gonna trigger, or based off of, oh, I think it's gonna, you know, I think it's gonna rush past and I might not be able to get in, right? Like, you don't need to do that. What you need to do is follow your plan. You're inside of our plan. If you're in TSA, right, you have my daily trading plan, you have my trading code of ethics, you have all these things, right? All these resources that I'll talk about, you have at your disposal right now. The thing you have to remember is just follow through on every single one of them. Don't do one, or, you know, this one and then forget about the other three. Do all of them. All right, so IWM is going back lower here. So we're breaking under this gap fill. Market starting to see a little bit more sell side here. Ideally, I would like to see SPX back under 67.24 if I would look to short anything right now. And QQQ maybe back under 608. But right now, I'm not in anything. If IWM breaks through 245, you guys could definitely see the 244 level get tested though. So if you're still sitting cash and you're looking for IWM, you can also look for shorts under 245 if you want to trade in this type of price action. I lost like 600 pounds in total. Mind you, I only trade about 2K. Yeah, you're oversizing. That's something that we're going to talk about in the live trading workshop on Sunday. It's not oversizing. That'll lead you into a spiral. What's up, Sapphire? This looks more advanced, I see. Not necessarily. Heading out to the gym. I'll catch y'all in the chat later. Yes, sir. All right, Jeremiah. Have a good workout, brother. Let me pull this out from here. Camera's turning back on. I know. Am I using? I want to use IWM. Okay, so SPX, we're looking like we're getting some more sell side here. QQQ is selling off as well. So I'm gonna actually look at SPX contracts, and I'm gonna size for 0 if I end up taking this. IWM is paying on the short side. Is this considered a choppy day? Yeah, this would be considered what we call choppiness. Chop, chop, chop. Okay. All right, there goes IWM, the clear sell off here. So if you guys took shorts, you guys should be paid pretty nicely here. SPX is coming lower. So it looks like the rest of the market is kind of following suit. Do you sell a course on how to trade? I don't. Pretty much everything I offer is free. You can find it in my bio. In my Discord, the only paid thing I do have is currently closed. We're full at the moment. We are currently full. All right, so you got new lows here on IWM. Shout out to Ant. Exactly. You got new lows on the day on IWM. Again, IWM, your target is 244. 244. It has a little bit of a way to go. But if you look at this on a higher time frame, this actually doesn't look like a bad target to have. Was there news for the market to go like this? Nah, it's actually pretty choppy right now, honestly. Might just be the market taking a breather. And then we do have data coming out on Friday. Thank you. I'm gonna leave a follow. No problem. I appreciate you for leaving the follow though. Trying to set up a new hustle, help a brother out. Check out the free course. Yo, gotta study, man. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do it for you. Gotta study. Look at this, bro. This shit is just terrible. This is not the type of price action you want to trade in. All right, so QQQ looks like it wants to trigger here. This sell side here. SPX is looking like it wants to get back under 67.24. Still not there yet. Yes, this is options trading. Yes, what I'm doing right now is options trading. Still hasn't quite triggered yet. So QQQ, you guys can take this 3-2 setup, especially with SPX back under 67.24. We could see 6,700 today. This would be a lotto trade. IWM is making its way towards the gap fill at 244. The rest of the market kind of following suit now. So here's the trigger. Oh my gosh, look at the liquidity. Let's see here. I'm gonna size for 0 on, let's see here. I'm gonna size for 0 on SPX here. Grab these. So I just sized for 0 on SPX. I'm in SPX right now, shorts. I'm risking an amount that I'm okay with losing. Ideally, my target 1 will be this level here, 67.09. Back here, and then my second target is 6,700. Okay, so I just took shorts on SPX. Now I sized in a lot smaller because, like I said, the price action today isn't really the best. QQQ has a lot of relative strength, so this is selling off pretty nicely. It has a gap fill at 607.50, so this is the next place that price can bounce from. IWM is very close to the next target. So 244 is your target. Right now, you're just being patient. So my first target on SPX is going to be at 67.09. And then, like I said, I size for 0. So whatever happens on this trade happens. I'm okay with the amount of money that I lose on this trade. Jalen, you still in here? Did you hold those 610 puts? All right, y'all. QQQ is coming up on the first target at 607.50. Shout out to anybody who took that entry originally and you sized for 0 on it. You should be getting paid right now. SPX lower here. So let's see if our first target, QQQ first target hit. We're starting to see a lot more selling pressure step into the market here. IWM gap fill is literally right here, like literally right there at 244 or almost there. QQQ starting to bounce a little bit, so is SPX. Again, my target is 67.09 on SPX, so I'm about 6 points away from my target, my first target at least. All right, QQQ is coming back up on previous day lows. So we'll see how the market reacts at these levels. You're seeing more selling action coming in here. All right, and it looks like this is getting bought right back up. We're gonna be patient here. If you guys want to start sizing out of IWM, you can feel free to start sizing out. You're very close to your target. What I would do is I will put a stop loss on the order itself. So let's say you're up 120% right now. Put a stop loss at like 100%. So like, hey, if it pulls back another 20%, I just liquidate my position. QQQ strong sell lower. Retested previous day lows. SPX going a lot lower here. Just closed IWM. Let's go, Heem. Huge sell off. First target coming up. First target on SPX is coming up. I'm going to sell into strength. I'm going to sell into the strength. So what that means is as the market's falling and going in my direction, I'm going to start closing out cons. All right, so I just sold a few contracts here. Okay. So I just sold about 2/3 of my contracts. I only have 1/3 of my setup left, or of my my position. And then I'm gonna sell my last third at 67.09, or I can wait till 6700. So now I'm just sitting in profits right now. Damn, did I record this? Oh my gosh, bro. Tweaking, bro. I did not record this. What the fuck? Fuck it. It is what it is. Y'all in here right now, so y'all can see it. Y'all can see it in real time. I swear I thought I recorded this on Zoom so that way I can upload it into the curriculum. But it's all good. All right, y'all. SPX third target hit. I'm gonna close out my last third. Okay. I am all out of SPX here. So look at this move from 67.24 to 66.10 or 67.10. This move here paid about 43%. You can go to TikTok live recording. You're right. I'm gonna upload this recording so you guys can go back and rewatch it. But this was a very textbook setup, right? TSA, are you paid? Are y'all paid, TSA? Let me know in the chat. Comment paid down below if you guys got paid. Comment paid down below. No, it's all good. It's always another trade. Trust me. Pay. Who else paid? Who else paid? Comment down below. If you guys are still sitting cash, completely understandable. Shout out to all the members who made money with us. If you guys are in here on the stream and you got paid from one of these call outs, call out pay right now. Paper trade pay. Pay. Love it. Like I said, same setups. You know, sometimes you get a lot of consolidation, but you know, when the market does present itself and the volume does start to pick up, you know, you can get some pretty clean moves. You know, IWM was definitely the one with the most relative strength. Now, granted, I could have entered that trade and just sized for zero on it and just let it be what it was. But it is what it is. Jalen, are you in here? Is he in here? Hold on, let me text him. Shout out to my boy Jalen. Paid puts on IWM. Love to see it. Look at this. So soon as price comes to our target, price starts to bounce off of our target, and now this is showing you that, hey, you know, you might have gotten out at a good time. QQQ was actually a better move overall, from 609 back to 607. It's a really clean move. IWM was the best paying one. Still hasn't reached the last target. What I would do here, since price is starting to kind of hesitate here, like I said, size out. You can re-enter the trade with profits if you want to. But yeah, there's no need to take any additional trades or anything like that. Like, we call our move for the day. And this is why, again, I always say, you only need to trade during the times that the market will present volume. Did everyone see how the market presented volume here? Comment yes down below on the stream and on Zoom. I need everybody to know that they seen this. Gotta bounce, time to work. Have a good day. Catch you on the next one. See ya. Have a good day at work. IWM 2-hour gap almost fill. Yes, sir. Right? So it's, you know, it's the same setups every day, right? Whether liquidity is there, whether the market has a lot of momentum or not, that changes on a day-to-day basis. But when it presents itself, you just take the trade. Right? You just take the trade. And it is what it is after that, right? So your targets get hit, take profits, go about your day. So like now, I don't need to do anything, right? Like, granted, I only closed out like maybe 43%, 44% in profits, but it was in such a quick time period that I don't have to take any other additional trades for the day. So you just journal everything about your trade. Today was a great day to just follow your plan, and then close the charts out, and then you don't have to do anything else, right? Like, y'all just seen people make money live, right? It's the same stuff over and over and over. Over and over and over. All right, TSA. That's it for our live trading session. If you guys want to go and go about your day or sit in your trades, feel free to. I'm going to close out our Zoom call here. I love you guys dearly. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something today in the market. But as of right now, that is it. I love you guys dearly. If you guys need anything else from me, let me know in the Discord. And good luck trading the rest of the day. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. And that is a Zoom session. So that's what it looks like to trade live within my group with me. Pretty much that simple. It's really that simple, honestly. This needs to be on a 30-minute. Yeah, it's pretty much that simple, right? I do live trading sessions once or twice a week. I do pre-market calls every day, and I send out alerts and all that good stuff as well. But yeah, for the most part, this is pretty much what it looks like to be in TSA. That's what my Discord is called, School of Threaded Arts, but TSA for short. And yeah, pretty simple day. How we do today, y'all? Do y'all feel like y'all learned something? Y'all feel like y'all could take something away from what you learned today, or at least from what you've seen today and how I traded? Let me know in the chat. What? We only got 2 yeses? I did a terrible job. Closed out around 80%. Couldn't get a shot. Let's go, Nana. I see you. Just V Things, thank you for the follow. Naya, thank you for the sub. Julio, thank you for the sub. Tico, thank you for the sub. Morio, thank you for the sub. Soraya, thank you for the sub. J Love, thank you for the sub. Raymond, thank you for the sub. Naya, thank you for the sub. Fit 2 Green, thank you for the sub. Bag, thank you for the follow. Appreciate all the subs and follows, guys. Yes, thank you. Good. Glad y'all learning. All right, so look, like I said, if you're in here and you work a 9 to 5 or you have active income, and you're making more, and you have more than $2,500 to your name, and you want to learn more about the strat and how I find my entries and exits, and how to compound your account, how to grow your account, how to understand the market at a better level. If you want to learn these things, I have a live trading workshop coming up this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm only seating 500 people, so we have a little over 300 registrants as of right now. So by Sunday, obviously the room is going to be filled. So if you want to reserve a seat and you want to make it to that call on Sunday, it's going to be via Zoom. I'm going to teach everything to you on a PowerPoint. If you want to reserve your seat, just click this orange button right here with a little white arrow, and you'll be able to reserve a free seat. I'll send you over a text message. I'll send you over emails about the call as well, so you get invites to it, so that way you can actually show up. And then on top of that, you'll get access to about a 7-hour course that'll go over the fundamentals of the strat and things like that, so you can be a little bit more prepared. And then when you guys do register, there is a VIP preparation kit that you can sign up for if you want it. Completely up to you. And look how IWM is filling the gap right here. It's gonna fill it. 1 minute. 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 1 minute And if we break through, we can see 243.66. Crazy stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to see more, if you want to learn how to do stuff like this, if you want to learn when to get in, when to get out without having to listen to somebody's call outs and all that shit, join the class. Did he win, y'all? Yes. We closed out SPX with a really clean trade. IWM just finished the target. Look at this. Missed it by like 1 cent. Yeah, missed it by 2 cents. It's probably going to feel it right here. IWM over 400%. Congrats. Yeah. I just made people money live. And it's crazy because most traders that y'all know that be selling y'all courses and shit, I've never seen them live trade, bro. Ever. Y'all have seen me live trade with y'all multiple times. Y'all have seen me show y'all my portfolio multiple times. Y'all, you know, there's not really much more you can do. Whereas the class is going to be via Zoom. Damn, I won over 200%. Let's go. Easy money. Easy money. It's going to be via Zoom. So if you want to get the Zoom invite, just click this link right here. Again, this is only for people who actually are making money. You should not be trading if you don't have an active paying job and or a business that is cash flowing. The reason that I say this is only for people who are making money is because if you come into this without money, you're going to try to change your life with trading and it's going to lead to gambling. So this is why anyone in my group, everyone in my group has a job or a business that pays them, to where trading is just the thing that they're learning, so that way it can take over their main source of income. If you have no source of income, don't try to make this be the first one. Go get a job. And I'm not saying this in any type of way to make anyone feel any type of way or anything like that. I'm just being realistic with you, right? A lot of people tell y'all get into trading and do all these things and all that shit. I'm just not that person to tell you that this is going to be the thing that completely changes your life, right? It can and it will when you have a paying job and when you have money. So look at IWM, fills the gap, and now we out of there. We are out of there. Target filled. Next target is 243.66. 243.66. I'm actually really proud of my execution today. It's going to lead to straight gambling. The truth hurts. It does. And like I said, SPX last target was hit here as well. If you're in QQQ shorts, your next target is 604.93. 604.93. IWM next target is 243.66. SPX next target is 6,700. How do you go about setting your targets? I look at them on a higher time frame. Damn, I hop off the charts and now I see this. Yeah, that sell-off is moving. It's moving. Moving. It's all about proper money management. It is. A lot of what trading comes down to is really the patience, honestly. A lot of people just don't have the patience to sit and wait for the moves to happen. Because notice how, like, you know, we didn't take a trade until like maybe 40 minutes into the day, because it was just pretty much choppy. But once it chose its direction, it was a clear move. And this is why, you know, I feel like trading the strat has been game changing for my community as a whole. Because if you haven't been following me for long, I've been in the market since 2020, right? And when I first got into trading in 2021, right, late 2021, I was trading supply and demand. Right, I started off learning trend lines and support and resistance, and then I switched to supply and demand. And supply and demand did really good for me until I learned the strat. And because with supply and demand, it was like you really had to wait for certain setups, or you had to be going to time frames that you don't really want to be sitting on. But with the strat, it just gives you clean setups on all time frames. And you know, this is just part of those. On a 1 hour time frame, this is a 3-bar. You have gaps to fill to the downside. This is why you're seeing so much selling pressure. On IWM, it's the same thing. On a 1 hour, look at this. You have a 3-bar on the 1 hour and then a 2 lower, you break previous year highs, which is a key level, and now you fill the first gap at 244, and then your second target is 243.66. And look how it comes to this. Look, boom. Price has memory. So now if we break under 243.63, right, we could see 241.40. That will be your next target. And all of these levels are coming from higher time frames. Yeah, look at price. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Hopefully you guys learned a lot, though. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. How do I join your Discord? Again, guys, my paid Discord is currently full. I do open and close enrollment twice a month. Twice a month. So usually all spots usually fill in the first I would say be realistic, like 45 minutes to an hour. And then I close it for the month. So as of right now, it's closed. You guys can just enjoy some free stuff, right? I had somebody go off on me about my group being closed. And I'm like, you know, I'm also doing this to prove to people, like, I don't need y'all to pay me. I make money from the markets. So I can leave this motherfucker closed the rest of the year and still be printing. My lifestyle won't change. Nothing will change. All right, so you got QQQ coming even lower. 605 is a target on QQQ. 243. 243 is a target on IWM. We'll just mark this out right here. Look at this price. Like, entry up here. Target 1. Target 2. Target 3, target 4. You should be sitting in profits now. Size out, and then move on. Shout out to the members in the Discord. Let me show y'all some profits from today, from the Discord, from trades that we sent out. Let's show some profits. So we smoked SPX today. Oh crap. Hold on, let me pull this up. You guys should be able to see this right now. Hold on, let me minimize this a little bit more. Smoke SPX and IWM calls. So hit 80% on here. Hold on, let me scroll up. This is just from today, y'all. This is just from today. So 210% on AT&T. Quick lunch money. Made about 25 bucks, all good. Quick little lunch money. 61% on IWM, 148% on IWM, $180 made on IWM. Mind you, most of these people work jobs or have families, so trading is not their full-time gig. 16%, 20%, 25%, 30%, 124%. Amy says she executed. Left a runner, it's at 160%, right? We do this on a day-to-day basis. Runner gap fill closing out 270 or 217%. Still going 27% on here. Got my 2% for the day. So again, we work with all accounts. Yeah, y'all are seeing this shit live. We go over to trading profits. 45% on Tesla. Great trading day overall. OMG, I'm lost. We got to get you up to date, Maya. It's too easy. Now, not all days are going to be like this, right? Like, some days is absolute hell. Like yesterday, I got cooked. But it be like that. It be like that, though. It be like that. Man, clean ass price action today, I'll tell you. All right, y'all. Let's go over some stats for today. We had 170 new followers on here. 4,200 likes, 6,100 views. Thank you guys so much. You bought puts? Yes, I already caught my move for the day. I don't even know where to start. LOL, I guess I'll have to wait for your Discord. You can watch the free course in my bio, Maya. It's like 7 hours long. It's better than most people's paid courses, and it's 100% free. There is no paid option. There's no card option. But if you're in here and you work a 9 to 5 or you have a consistent paying job and you do want to come to something that's more advanced, just click this link right here. I have a live trading workshop, or not link, but button. It's like an orange button on TikTok. I have a live trading workshop that's coming up on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you can feel free to just click there and reserve your seat. And this is specifically for people who are making money from their 9 to 5, their business, or have more than $2,500. So yeah. One second. Beautiful. Yeah, bro, 'cause my check be getting wasted. I need to do better. I sign up every Sunday and then forget. Yeah, you gotta lock in, yo. You only trade options. I buy Bitcoin as well. Throw money away. Might as well do it on here. Might as well. Shit. If you're gonna donate money, shit, you might as well donate it to get the information so you don't keep donating it to the market. Because one thing I can guarantee you is the market ain't giving you a return if you don't know what you're doing. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. This was about an hour workday, right? We got on at about 9. Well, I did my call with my community at 9, and then I got you guys on here at 9:30. And now it's about 10:51. Pretty much made my money for the day. Now I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna eat one of my meal preps, and pretty much it. That's the best thing about trading. When you make your money for the day, just go about your day, do what you want to do. So closing out the day green. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. If you guys didn't hit the follow button, make sure you guys go hit the follow button. If you need anything from me, click the link in my bio, and I will never message you asking to trade for you, asking you for money or any of that shit. This is my only account, so please do not get clicked out here. All right. Love you guys dearly. I appreciate you guys pulling up. If you guys need anything from me,